Sport has the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite people in a way that little else does. It speaks to youth in a language they understand. Sport can create hope where once there was only despair. Peace is the greatest weapon mankind has to resolve even the most intractable difficulties. But to be an effective agent for peace, you have to seek not only to change the community and the world. What is more difficult is to change yourself before you seek to change others. And it is absolutely essential for the leaders of the community and the world to create an atmosphere where those good men and women can show their maximum abilities in trying to resolve problems in a peaceful manner.
Have slowly started getting underway here in Durban.
Things aren't looking good in our country, that we just choose to keep it positive. And as sports fans, we believe that sport unites people, brings us together, and we don't want to get negative about South Africa and about what's going on. And we want to try and remain positive, and we like what people like Rebuild SA is doing, and about Pray for SA, and people, I've seen things about people donating money from overseas to help people rebuild their factories and so forth. So positivity and positivity through sport, I believe, is the key to carry on and be positive about our country.
What I would like to say is that if sport has the power to unite, then our job as sports bloggers just became extremely important.
Yes.
Let's speak about sport.
We thought it was just going to be an SAA game with in our minds originally we thought it would be fringe players from every union, like a Werner Kok and
that's what you said initially. I said it's going to be some of the provincial teams,
Chris
some of the
Smith
provincial players.
Yeah. And then, but we were constantly talking about this chance that the Springboks are looking for a game, but we didn't see this coming.
Yeah.
So we basically have another test match.
It's real rugby.
Are you willing to risk an outcome to this match?
I've always, since I was a little boy, I always, even when we're so far down, I always believed that the Springboks can win. Always. And I believe that the Springboks can win.
And I want to see certain players. There's such a big build-up about Cheslin Kolbe. I want to see what he really can do. I want to see what can do as captain. I want to see what Joseph Dweba can do. Marco van Staden getting his chance. Jasper Wiese. Mornay Steyn in actually a Springbok team.
Yes.
What's he going to do? How's he going to influence the team?
Yeah.
And that we just compete.
Yeah.
So because it's basically a Springbok game, we're braaiing South African meat, and we want to brag a bit about the quality of our meat. So this is boerewors. It's basically a sausage, consists mainly of either beef mixed with pork fat. The fat gives it a bit of a juiciness. It has cloves, coriander, and nutmeg as the dominant spices in it. A lot of you may know it, but this is what we often eat, and it's very affordable. This is 90 Rand per kilogram. And then that's lamb chops. I mean,
lamb chops? Yeah, that's 269 Rand a kilogram, which is a bit more expensive, obviously, than borscht, but it is way more delicious.
So we really enjoy our, what we call braai. So tonight we're doing South African braai. You can check out our what we call pap and sauce. It's almost like polenta, if you know Italian polenta, which is basically maize meal and water and salt. with a little bit of relish, tomato and onion relish. So we're keeping it traditional tonight because the Springboks are playing.
Cheers.
Cheers. Beer. Sorry.
It's just good to have a proper game for once.
It's been a while.
I mean, it's like literally it's been a while. If you think it's
Yeah.
been since the first test 2017
Yes.
against
yes.
the All Blacks.
Yeah. You can't, it's unofficial.
Yeah, you can't really read much into this.
Can't read much into it. There were lots of changes that were made. The way we defended, the way we trapped them behind the advantage line, they haven't seen that.
It was
yet so
completely
far.
that was the difference between this
Yeah.
week and the last 2
Yeah.
weeks.
They had no space
They
to.
had no space to
They
work
couldn't
with.
execute their plan. But still, I say that doesn't mean nothing because Gatlin's going to go back and he's going to assess that and he's going
Yeah.
to change it
Yeah.
and he's going to slightly modify the plan and he's going to have a different kicking plan and this and that. Now I think Rassie also he played the same plan as in the 2019 World Cup. I think Faf is executing his kicks better, but there were still quite a few of his kicks where Faf took like where I thought, yes, that's terrible.
Yeah.
You gave the guy an easy mark, or the ball didn't travel far enough. And
It looked like the semi-final against Wales sometimes,
Yeah.
and sometimes it looked like the final
Yeah.
against England. Players that stood out for you from the Lions.
Tom Curry again.
Tom Curry is the first
Yeah.
name.
Tom Curry definitely. I think Farrell was accurate with his. It always looks like he's got a lot of time when he has the ball in hand, and that's what you want from a fly-off. Is that it looks like he's not rushed.
That Itoje did well in disrupting our maul.
I have doubts of whether it was always legal.
It
Yeah.
was
No.
allowed, whether it was legal or not.
Yeah.
It was allowed,
Yeah.
and they did well with that.
I think it's just one of his specialities is getting in there in the middle. As soon as he hits the ground, he's in a good position
Yeah.
to disrupt them all. Yeah, they did that very well. And if they carry on with that, they're taking away a huge weapon of ours.
Dan Bigger not playing, Josh Adams not playing.
Yeah, a few disruptions. Yeah.
I mean,
No, you want to play against Josh Adams.
you want to play against that
because
guy.
he's the man.
Yeah. So then the Springboks first name in mind, Cheslin Colby.
Yeah.
He looked his old self.
Mm.
Look on your arm.
Yeah. No, for sure.
He was so solid. Took every ball.
Yeah.
Made some steals.
I want to stick my neck out again, and I would say he's knocking on the door for being the best 13 in the world at current stage. He does everything.
Yeah.
He's brilliant in defense. He gives you an extra option for stealing the ball on the ground. He breaks the line. He's got vision. He sees what happens around him.
Yeah.
He's an all-round player. He does everything.
Jasper Wiese. Did he fill the shoes of Dwayne Vermeulen?
It's too
it's
much
hard.
to expect.
Yeah.
I think he did his job.
He did
I
his
think
job.
he carried the ball
One
well.
or two big hits.
Yeah, I would have liked it if he got across the gain line a little bit more.
Another guy, Nkosi.
Yes, Bunkosi was very good. Faf looked good. Yes,
Faf
for service was quick. He got to the rucks super quick and got the ball out very quickly.
Just one or two box kicks seemed a little bit.
Always his Achilles
Way,
heel, I
yeah.
think. Yeah.
And for the Lions, injuries.
No, there were a few as well.
Yeah.
Liam
Williams, is he injured or when?
if he's concussed, it's 6 weeks.
And Watson, he went off as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he went off as well. And I've got a few worries. And Stuart Hogg, we don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah.
Why is
it
he not
COVID
playing?
Or what?
I don't know.
What are those two masterminds, Gatland and Barassi's plans? We don't know.
No,
We
I
don't
think
know.
I think they will have. I think Rassie will slightly alter his game plan for the tests. I think maybe he deliberately went into. Remember that there was a clip when they asked Rassie and Jock how they're going to play, and they said they're going to kick and chase, and then they both burst out laughing. So I think there's a thing in there that Rassie's going to make them think that they're going to play a certain way, and then they're going to change it, not a lot, but just a little bit. Yes.
It's going to change how they play.
The difference between Mornay Steyn at 10 and Pollard at 10 is a completely different thing.
Yeah.
Completely different. And the difference between having your front-ranking front rowers, having Bongi and Mbonambi back, it makes a big difference. It's for 10 days.
Yeah.
10 days to the test. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's to the start of the tour.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers.